Hello everyone, happy Wednesday. Welcome back to the Lovin Dubai Show podcast. Today we talked about the parking fees in Dubai Mall, Dubai police adding Tesla Cybertrucks to their fleet, 2 people converted to Islam during the Eid al-Adha break, and internet sensation Nora said yes to the cutest proposal ever. We'd really love if you can subscribe to the Lovin Dubai Show podcast wherever you get your podcasts from. Enjoy the show. Good morning, everyone, and happy Wednesday. We're back for the Lovin Dubai Show, but today I am joined with Sandra.
Hello, guys.
You may have seen her one other time before. You may have seen me a couple of times before, but your favorite hosts, Casey and Farah Bashir, will be back next week, inshallah, post vacation. So today's top trending stories are the paid parking fees for Dubai Mall have been announced.
Dubai police add Tesla Cybertrucks to their fleet.
And 2 people converted to Islam during the Eid al-Adha break.
And internet sensation Noor said yes to the cutest proposal ever. It's 257 days since the genocide began on October 7 in Gaza. The current death toll stands at 37,372. The number of injured people is 85,452, and 1.9 million people have been displaced from their homes.
Yes, you can find out more about the number, like basically the death toll and all that information on our Instagram posts. We put the carousel behind most of our posts, as well as any related stories to Palestine and Gaza specifically. So if you want updates, you will find them there. Okay, so just to jump right in, I started to think about something related to social media since we work very heavily on social media, and I've been thinking of Snapchat. Basically, it's not really the kind of social media platform that I use. It's not something that I gravitate towards or even like to use. It was really popular back in 2015 when Kylie Jenner was very big on it. And I know Sandra is a very big fan of that app.
It's a very Gen Z app, you guys. Like, do you do Snapchat streaks?
No.
You don't do Snapchat? Do you know what a Snapchat streak is?
Kind of. I think
what
it's
do you
like
think it is?
It's like when you post like daily or send snaps to each other daily.
Thanks, Hisham. It's when you send.
Oh, it's not receive and send. Okay.
Receive and send. But not post on stories.
Oh, it's not posting. It's not stories. It's not like Instagram. Got it. Okay. Okay.
She's a very grandma when it comes to
I really
apps.
am. Despite the fact that we work in social media and I work on social media, when it comes to certain aspects of it, I am such a grandmother. It's just embedded in me, to be honest. So you have those streaks.
I do have a lot of streaks. I have streaks with my school friends. I have streaks with my uni friends. And I also have streaks with my work friends.
Except me.
Except her, because she's a grandma, so I can't really convince her to get on Snapchat yet. No. I don't know why. It's a very fun app.
I don't even have my username and password anymore.
What was your Snapchat score, at least, Yani? Give us
us a number. I don't actually remember what my Snapchat score is because I can't even log in. But it had a 3 in the beginning, so it's either 300 or 3,000. It's probably
300.
It's probably 300.
You're giving 300. You're not giving 3,000.
It just was not the app for me. Like, Instagram isn't even the app for me. I don't really like I'm a very private person, so that's the reason why I'm not very active on these kinds of things. Even though
that's not an excuse.
You only share the stories with your friends and everything.
I'm a private person too.
That's true.
But I have Snapchat streaks.
I don't know, when it comes to Snapchats and setting snaps, it never came natural to me. So it just kind of died there with me. I still have the app, I just can't log in.
And you want to know what's my longest Snapchat streak?
Is it by day?
Yeah.
Okay.
By days.
What is it?
Guess. Could guess.
So if my highest was, if it was 3,000, yours is
It's close.
No, it's not.
It's close. My highest Snapchat streak is 2,800.
2,800 days.
2,800 days. That's almost 70. I think it's 7 years.
I don't think it could. No.
Well,
no, I can't imagine a number like that. I honestly can't. That's a little.
It's the best way to be in contact with the person without even doing a lot of stuff, you know.
But are you friends with the person that you send streaks?
I am. But not all of them.
Okay.
But yeah, I am. still friends with that person.
I don't think this could ever be me, to be honest. Like, staying that committed to sending a streak every single day. Like, there are days where you don't want to, but you don't want to use social media every day, right? Like, okay, this is just the grandma in me talking. By the way, guys, I'm only 26, but you would think I'm not. You think I'm 46.
No.
Really?
Yeah. You're more like a 22-year-old. It's giving 22, yeah.
It's giving 22?
Yeah. She looks very young.
Oh, thanks. But when it comes to something like that, this is just not really for me. Okay. I mean, if you guys are into Snapchat,
let us know.
Snaps,
yeah, let us know if you do Snapchat.
Let us know. We're really interested to know more. If you're more like me, or are you more of a Farah, or are you more of a Sandra? Vote in the comments. We want to hear more. Okay, so we're gonna jump into our first story of the day, and this, guys, will have you questioning reality and questioning whether Dubai is affordable or not. That's up to you. Okay, so the paid parking fees for Dubai Mall have been announced. In December 2023, it was announced that Dubai Mall will impose a parking fee that can be paid with SALIC, and it will be rolled out in mid-2024, so right about now. The exact date hasn't been revealed, but the fees have. So here's how much you can expect to pay. The first 4 hours on weekdays are free, and the first 6 hours on The first 4 hours on weekdays are free. The first 6 hours on weekends will be free.
From 4 to 5, it's 40 dirhams. From 5 to 6 hours, it's 50 dirhams, and so on for the weekdays. For weekends, however, it's 80 dirhams from 6 to 7 hours and 100 dirhams from 7 to 8 hours. The price increased to 1,000 dirhams for over 24 hours of parking.
Yikes, that's a lot. The parking fees will apply to Grand, Cinema, and Fashion Avenue parking areas. Zabil and Fountain Views parkings will remain free for the time being. There are exemptions from the parking fees, and those apply for the people of determination, public service providers, which are your police ambulances, emergency response vehicles, civil defense, etc., and valet drop-offs.
What do you think?
That is pricey.
But do you spend more than 5 hours in Dubai Mall? I don't.
No.
Personally, I don't.
I mean, I did before. So when people come visit me from Egypt and stuff like that, they will spend that much. Like, I remember one time my cousin came to visit, and she was getting married, so she wanted a lot of stuff. So we spent 10 hours in Dubai Mall. And
That's crazy.
And I didn't have to worry back then because parking was free. But now, if it's a weekday, it's 4 hours, and I am not paying, 40 dirhams or something like that? Yeah, 40 dirhams from 4 to 5 hours on weekdays. I'm not doing it. Yes. I actually have no idea, and people have been asking that question because it's SALIC. That's how it's going to be paid, right? It's through your SALIC. So, like, if you leave and if you exit the mall and come back, are you gonna have to? Is the charge continuing from when you left, or is it not? People have been asking that question, and I haven't been able to answer that question because
they hacked the system.
They haven't released the info about that. You can do that in other malls where it's ticketless or with a ticket. You can do that. It does seem to work, but it takes 10 minutes to even get to the parking in Dubai Mall if you even remember where you parked. So if you're able to,
there.
Same. But luckily there is the Find My Car thingy.
No, I also get lost in the actual mall.
Oh, yes.
It's a whole different story.
It is. But actually used to be one of my favorite malls to go to.
Huh?
So I used to go almost every day. I know Dubai Mall is not everyone's favorite, and now that they even introduced parking fees, I'm sure that it's not everyone's favorite anymore. But it still remains in my heart forever. It's just so it's so big. There's so much stuff. Do
you not get overwhelmed? Because I do.
I don't know. I don't feel like I do.
Oh my God, you're crazy.
Yeah. When it comes to malls, my love for malls is unmatched. I don't think anything will ever make me hate Dubai Mall.
You have Dubai Hills. You have Nakheel Mall, free parking. Dubai Hills, free parking. MOE, free parking.
Actually, at Mall of the Emirates, it's only free on the weekends. I feel like I'm more of a mall lover. I know which ones have parking fees and which ones don't. And for Dubai Mall, Okay, so we all know like leaving your car parked for 24 hours is a fine, right? This one says it's 1,000 dirhams to park for 24 hours. Does that?
So it's not a fine.
I'm not sure. It feels like a fine. The parking in itself feels like a fine. I think it said like 12 hours was 500 dirhams. Don't quote me on that. You'll find the article on Lovin Dubai. But I feel like it said something like that. Like it went from you add 20 dirhams every 2 hours, right? Because it's from 4 to 5, it's 40 dirhams. From 5 to 6, it's 60 dirhams. So do with that info what you will. You want to stay in the mall for over 6 hours? You do that and let us know how it goes. Because like imagine like, what if you don't have enough money in your salik?
Yeah.
I feel like that's a toughie. It's a tough situation to be in. I don't know.
Don't spend over 4 hours in the Dubai Mall.
Don't risk it. Just don't risk it.
Don't risk it.
Don't risk it. It's not worth it. It's okay. Even though, like, I love that mall, but, like, you may not want to risk it, to be honest.
Jumping into our next story, Dubai police add Tesla Cybertrucks to their fleet. So back in 2019, Dubai police said that they'd be getting Cybertrucks. And now it's finally happened.
Wow, that's unexpected. And if it can get any cooler, Elon Musk, the co-founder and CEO of Tesla, reacted to the post with an emoji and wrote, "Cool."
If you're wondering how much that beast costs, it's around $57,000 to $96, depending on the model. That's around 209,000 dirhams to 352,000 dirhams. That's big numbers.
That's
big.
Very pricey car.
It's
like,
pricey. But is it worth it? It looks very cool though. Let's be honest. Let's be real.
It looks cool,
It doesn't look like a car.
It doesn't look like a car. And it doesn't look like something that like you would expect Dubai police to have. They have like the coolest cars. For sure. There's no question that they have the coolest cars like fleet-wise for you know, law enforcement. But like a Cybertruck is the most like unexpected decision in my opinion.
It's very Dubai though.
It is very Dubai.
It's very Dubai.
Because like a lot of people now have it, right? I think Chris Fade has it. I think Tam Khan has it. Hassan Sajwani tweeted that he has it, but I'm not sure if it's his or not. But like nonetheless, it's made its rounds in Dubai. It's very, very prominent right now. A lot of people have that car, truck, if you will. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool. I think it's a little extravagant. It's a little expensive. 200 to 350,000, depending on the model.
It's big.
I mean,
it's big.
I'm okay. So like, I'm very much into cars, but I don't know how much they cost. I just like to look at them. Okay, so that's how much I'm into cars. Okay, and spending that much on a car, I feel like is intense because I feel like it's not the cost of like a Rolls Royce, right? It's like more affordable than that, I believe.
I don't know cars.
I'm gonna show just how much I'm also not into cars apparently right now. I'm gonna expose myself. But yeah, I feel like that's a pretty extravagant move. But they are pretty cool and they look really cool. And a lot of people like took pictures with them.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say that they're also letting people like take pictures and like explore inside the truck. I think it's in Dubai Mall, if I'm not mistaken.
Really?
Yeah,
oh wait,
it's in front of Ice
It is. I recognize it. Okay, that's how much I'm into Dubai.
Of course you recognize it.
Yeah. Okay, so that's the entrance from like cinema or something like that. This is the ground floor. And Nespresso's in the back. Yeah. Okay, this is Dubai Mall, in fact. So if you do want to, you know, take a look at it and take a picture with the Dubai police Cybertruck Tesla, it's there. And the fact that Elon Musk even commented on it is pretty cool.
Yeah,
I don't think you ever expect the maker of the car or a brand, I guess, you would reply to your tweet like that. But I mean, if it comes from Dubai police, yeah, you're bound to reply.
Facts.
Everyone's bound to reply. Okay, jumping into our next story, you guys know it was Eid al-Adha. So there were a lot of really great stories coming in from, you know, holiday celebrations and all that. And 2 people converted to Islam during Eid al-Adha break. So this Eid felt really nice and a lengthy holiday coming off the weekend. It was the perfect time to spend with family, perfect time to reflect, relax, and rejuvenate. It's also a time to practice traditions and religious rituals. And over this Eid break, we saw 2 people accept Islam.
A Brazilian man converted in Muhammad bin Ahmed Al Molla Mosque 3 days ago. And a Russian woman converted too, and also in a mosque. And
Yes.
people were like, I think
People
from the
were-
comments,
people were
very
really
supportive.
applauding
Yeah.
like both situations. The videos garnered almost 660,000 views total, and the comments were very supportive. People were praising both of them and welcoming them into the religion.
That's so cute.
It is. It really is. I mean, to be honest, I feel like Dubai makes it so that you can do whatever feels right to you in a certain extent. And definitely, like, there's such a, open heart and, like, openness and acceptance to, if this is something that you want to do and you're ready to take that step. I feel like Dubai makes it so that you always feel welcome in situations like this. Both videos were very, very supportive. You always have your people who are not supportive no matter what you do or no matter what videos Lovin Dubai posts. But like in this situation, I feel like it was more good than, it was more positive than negative.
Someone in the comments witnessed the Brazilian woman converting, and she was like, all the ladies hugged and kissed our new sister after. We were all crying in the ladies section as it was such a beautiful moment.
That's really
so cute.
sweet.
That's so cute.
And if you guys are unaware, basically you can do this I don't know what you would call it, to be honest. You would practice this ritual in the mosque, and the imam will say the shahada, which is basically how you enter the religion. And if you are a foreigner, he will say it in English first, just so you know what you're saying, and then he'll say it in Arabic, and you just say, like, repeat after the imam and everything. And that's basically it. It's really simple and it's really sweet to see, especially for Eid al-Adha. I feel like if there is such a perfect time to do it, it's during Eid.
100%.
I believe so too.
Speaking of Eid celebrations, internet sensation Noor Stars said yes to the cutest proposal ever. Dubai-based influencer Noor Stars had a super cute and glamorous proposal at Dubai Mall on Sunday, with the Burj Khalifa and water fountains making it extra special.
Her fiancé, Karim al-Sharif, nailed the dreamy proposal with a diamond ring, candlelight, and Ed Sheeran's, what am I saying? Ed Sheeran's perfect playing in the background.
Noor's family was there to witness Karim's epic proposal, and later on they spilled the beans on Noor's Insta story and fans lost it.
Fans of Noor Stars must have been
huge.
So happy. And her fan base is already really huge. So seeing the proposal
cute.
Was the cutest thing you guys could have ever seen. And like, if I do say so myself, that is a gorgeous ring.
Sparkly.
It's so sparkly. Guys, I'm very much into like diamonds. I feel like this is a very known fact about me. That's a really nice ring.
It's expensive.
That's a really nice ring.
Money.
Yeah. And the proposal itself, like doing it in front of the Burj Khalifa, is very like, it's very Dubai. It's
100%.
very Dubai. If there's ever a place you want to, what's it called? Like show off your love and show off, the relationship that you guys have, and you want to make it very Dubai-based, very viral, this is the perfect spot to do it.
There is a whole story behind this engagement.
What's the story? What's the tea?
What's the tea? Noor Stars, before announcing her engagement, she posted on her Instagram story that her account was hacked.
Oh.
Okay. Wait for it. But after she posted the video, she's like, my account was hacked by Karim. Do you know why though?
No.
Because he works in the cybersecurity world. So that's how she revealed her story. I think it was cute, honestly, but people were like...
I think it's just a little shocking. It'll take you back.
It was unexpected. If you don't know Karim, it's unexpected, but he works in the cybersecurity world, and that's how she revealed the engagement.
So that's why.
So her account was hacked by Karim. Wow. It's cute.
I mean, if you want to be hacked, no one wants to be hacked, but if you're gonna be hacked, you might as well, have someone who is trusting to do that. Otherwise, you might as well just say goodbye to your account. And if you're Noor Stars with,
she has 14 million followers on Instagram.
If you're Noor Stars, you're bound to be heart palpitations and all of that. You're gonna be freaking out, to be honest. But that is such a cute proposal story. We see a lot of them. And if you have a very cute proposal story that's either happening really soon and stuff like that, do share it on Lovin Dubai we really like that sort of thing. Sandra,
Don't put me on the spot like that.
speaking of proposals, do you
I
have
want something like that. I don't want to go the traditional route, to be honest. I want something like that.
You want something extravagant?
I want something like that. I'm sorry.
I don't know what I would like.
Do you want the traditional route, like him coming over to your house and like
So you
asking your hands from
see,
your parents?
guys. Okay, so I don't know if it's like an Arab or Islamic way. I'm not 100% sure on that. Don't quote me on that. But either one of them, the way to do that is you just tell your parents as a woman. You go like, this guy's coming to ask for my hand in marriage. So he comes over, has his like tea or coffee with your family. They get to meet one another, and then if it works out, it works out. If it doesn't, doesn't. But there's no like actual proposal. I used to be engaged, so like there was no actual proposal.
How did it go?
There's it's same thing. Met my family, came like that's it. There was no like actual. There was no proposal, even though like I was dying to get one because like I don't know. I'm a little Westerner at heart.
Yeah, something like this.
Not that extravagant. That's a little bit too much for me.
What's your dream proposal like?
I don't know. I didn't think about
In
it.
Dubai Mall?
Can you imagine? Right in front of the Tesla car.
Oh?
No, I don't know. Something cute, something romantic. Not too extravagant, not too much eyes on me. Oh, maybe with family around. I feel like that would be cute.
Yeah, that's cute.
But like, not public. I don't know why. I won't say no, but like, if it came down to it, I won't say no for embarrassment. But like,
for embarrassment.
like, no, I feel like that's too embarrassing. Have you seen the videos of people proposing in public?
Yeah, I want that.
But sometimes the woman says no.
I wouldn't say no, even if I didn't like the guy. I wouldn't say no.
You just have a conversation up.
Yeah, exactly.
See, that's what I think as well. I feel like I would do something like that because I don't know. I feel like it's just a very daunting situation to be in. And then there's so many eyes on you and everyone's just waiting and rooting for you to say yes. So it's just like, yes, yay, yes, I'm so happy.
Yeah.
Tears, all that stuff. I feel like it's a very, I don't know, it's a very like major situation to be in and it's a lot. It's a lot to handle, to be honest. So,
But Kareem definitely set the standards up high for all of you men.
yeah. If you're thinking of proposing now,
Take notes
you're
from
gonna
Kareem.
have to check out what he did because that was major. So if you're into like the lavish sort of, what is the word? I'm not finding the word. The like how you confess your love, but it's not confess. It's like making it public. I forgot the word. The word is skipping me right now. But if you want to have like a very extravagant sort of thing, you might want to ask Kareem for advice because he sure knew how to sweep her off her feet.
They look good together.
They really do.
They match.
But I can't help but stare at the ring. It's real pretty.
I don't blame you.
MashaAllah, honestly.
MashaAllah.
That's not what's most important, but it's definitely nice to have a really nice ring. It doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt, to be honest.
Just a couple of monies. Couple of money.
Yeah.
Little. Very little.
I honestly agree.
But it's a lifetime memory.
It really is. Okay, guys. So to wrap up the proposal story, we're gonna take a short break. But before going on a short break, we're gonna have after the short break, we're gonna have an adventure, an explorer, if you will, called Toby and Andy, and they're here to talk about pushing the boundaries with rowing at the Atlantic. And excuse my French, that's gonna sound weird, but it's called the Marathon des Sables. I hope I'm pronouncing that right.
Sounds right.
I googled it. So I googled how to pronounce it. So stay tuned to find out more about Toby and Andy's journey. Welcome back to the Lovin Dubai show. Today's guest is Toby and Andy, adventurers and explorers known for pushing boundaries from the Marathon des Sables to rowing the Atlantic. In honor of World Ocean Day, they are here to discuss their latest expedition, which is leading the first ever 3-person team to row the Arctic ice shelf, all in the name of exploration and sustainability. Toby and Andy, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having us.
It's nice to have you guys and to talk about something that's like so intense, because honestly, you don't hear about these kinds of stories a lot, like in Dubai specifically. So it's really great to have you guys here today. So just to start off, can you guys tell us what it's like to, be part of the Marathon des Sables and rowing across the Atlantic?
Yeah, so look, they're both challenges, but like anything in life, we all take on challenges. So they're known as being particularly difficult, but you just have to take the next step. You just have to do the next thing. So yes, when you zoom out and you look at the whole thing, rowing an ocean seems quite hard, quite perplexing, quite brave, but actually you look no further than the next 5 minutes, and that's all you have to deal with. And it's the same with anyone in life.
Wow. Do you agree?
I think there's a little bit more than looking 5 minutes. I think there's so much more pre-planning that goes into people don't see. I think that allows you to look for just the next 5 minutes, right?
100%.
All the back work that goes on behind the scenes before it. So yeah.
How much training would you say you have to do to get ready for something as tough like that?
Well, I think for the rowing, I think each to their own, really. We're all different physiques. We all have different lifestyles. So, we're doing, I would say, a couple of hours a day at the best days. The worst days are 30 minutes, 15 minutes on the row, whenever you can get on there. So, yeah.
Okay. So what would you say inspired you guys to, take part in the Arctic ice shelf?
I think you have to be the change that you want to see in the world. And if you look at where we're hoping to row in the Arctic, we shouldn't be able to row there. We can only row there because of global warming and what's happening to our oceans, and they're all heating up. So that's one. I think the second thing is we really passionately want to inspire students, the next generation, to dare to dream. And I think it's one thing doing ordinary challenges, but you have to do something that people have never done before, because that's really what captures the imagination. And we've got a program called Inspire 1 Million, where we hope to inspire 1 million students, not just here in the UAE, but across the world, to dare to dream, to protect the planet, and to be the future guardians of our ocean.
That's a really interesting point. The part where you said global warming actually is the thing that's making it possible.
Yeah, it's extraordinary. When we originally put in our plans, because we had to get permission from everybody, you can't just take a boat and suddenly do a little day trip. So we've had to, the government of Norway have been amazing. The governor of Svalbard, an island we're going past, has been amazing. But essentially, we're going to a certain height on the planet. And to get to that point, normally it'd be covered in ice. And due to the heating of the planet, the ice is no longer there, so we're able to get there, which makes it an unusual adventure, but also one because we've got a whole load of scientific kit. So kind of what are the data readings we're getting at that point of the world? What are the data readings we're getting at the start? And we're not just giving that data back to scientists, but we're being citizen scientists in some ways, and we're giving it back to students as well.
That's a really interesting point. How do you guys physically and mentally prepare for such tough conditions?
I would say that the physical side of things, there's a lot of training going into it. There's a lot of strength, core training, a lot of rowing. The more hours you have on your rowing machine, it's not just about the muscles, but your body needs to get used to it. I think the mental space, if you risk assess the situation and you get everything laid out how it needs to be and you understand what you're up against, then, as Toby said earlier, just kind of looking into the next 5-10 minutes, it's going to be so variable when we're out there. We're very dependent on just ourselves. The weather's going to play a big factor in how the day looks ahead of us. So it's going to be, there's quite a lot of planning that is a bit last minute, if you can put it that way. Yeah.
Because of the weather conditions and how it's unpredictable, right?
Yeah. So we've got a lot of equipment that we're going to have on the boat. There's a lot of equipment for keeping us nice and warm. The food supplies, making our own water is a big part as well of the trip. So yeah, there's a lot of planning that goes into it behind the scenes. So.
Oh, wow. So you guys you said something about Svalbard, right?
Yes.
Are you going to be close to that area?
Yes, indeed.
So are you guys going to be is it going to be polar nights or anything like that?
Yeah,
or is it going to be the opposite?
So the reason we're doing it in the short window we have, which is kind of July to mid-August, is because it's 24 hours worth of sunlight because of the Arctic summer. During other parts of the year, it's complete pitch black. It's 24 hours of darkness. But one of the interesting things about Svalbard is that it's so barren, there are more polar bears than people. And actually, it's so cold, you're legally required to carry a source of heat. So obviously, perfect training in the Middle East during that time. But you can only deal with what you can deal with. And as Andy said, with our training, we try to replicate things. There are certain places here that are slightly colder, and we make use of whatever facilities we can to be both physically and mentally in the best place we can for that adventure.
Okay, this might sound very random, but do you maybe utilize Ski Dubai? To get used to the weather
not yet,
or something?
But we hope to. Yeah, we hope to.
So how are you guys getting prepared for the weather? I feel like that's not the most intense part. Obviously, I feel like that's the least of your worries, but that's a pretty intense part. So is there a way that you get accustomed to the climate?
I wouldn't say not right now from here. I think it's a couple of days before we row. But at the end of the day, a lot of the equipment we have with us, the gear, what's going to keep us warm,
they assist.
All of that's going to assist us.
And we did a pre-trip just before the turn of the new year, where I took my Under Armour kit up there. I wore it in different conditions. Obviously, it's a really interesting conundrum because while it's very cold, we're also exercising 24 hours a day. So actually our body heat is there. The challenge for us is when we're not rowing, because we row 2 hours on, 2 hours off, 2 hours on. So when you're rowing, you're actually quite warm, and this stuff is perfect. The question is what happens when you're not rowing. And the interesting thing is this gets rid of the sweat, and then we've got jackets and other things that are specially designed for the conditions. So while we can't train in perfect conditions in terms of the weather or the temperature, we've certainly got the kit we need to do the job.
Do you guys get the kit from Dubai by any chance?
Yes, so we're currently just going through the final. We need to get the kit so we can start training in it beforehand. So we're hoping over the next week or so we'll get everything to us.
So they would be available here.
Yeah.
So you would say Dubai makes it relatively accessible for you guys to go far beyond your average sports, football, all that. It opens up the opportunity.
I think there's a huge amount of suppliers here in the region. We're so lucky being so geographically located for an event like this. It's the middle of the world pretty much, right? Everything comes in and out of here.
That's true.
There's great suppliers here, some great support here as well. So I think it really does play a big difference.
It's a hub for innovation and technology in some ways. I don't think we could have taken on this challenge in any other part of the world. Specifically because of the way people come together, they're solution orientated. They look for answers rather than problems. And, when you do come up against a challenge, it's an opportunity. And so with those various things in mind, the kind of government in the region's been wonderfully supportive. Even the Coast Guard have been fantastic about us training out there. I think that's everything knits together in some capacity. And that just makes our job and our task ahead of us that much easier.
That's 100% true, yeah. How do you make sure your expeditions are environmentally responsible? Because that's something that you always have to ask yourself before doing something like that.
So we're going to be, whatever we take with us is going to be coming back with us. So if there's any waste or anything like that, it will be collected and we'll be keeping it in the boat, and it will make sure that when we get back into land, it will obviously be disposed of. Pretty much that we don't have fuel on the boat. We don't have anything apart from our own muscles and energy to make it go. So everything that's on the boat is, propelled by us, run by us. We use solar power to obviously get our water maker working, our navigation equipment. So we're very much just self-reliant, and everything will come back with us. So
that's really important, to be honest. There's no motors or anything. It's just you and your own muscle.
Yeah.
So how do you balance adventure with protecting the environment?
That's a great thing. I think they complement one another. In terms of actually, because of this adventure, we're getting the publicity. We're here today. Yeah. And then that's a chance for us to kind of speak to the guardians of tomorrow, the students, the younger generation, and even the older scientists and the politicians about what's taking place on our planet and how we can all be the change we want to see. We've launched a plastic pledge. That's very much in line with the keeping of the direction of the government of Dubai, government of Abu Dhabi, and the whole region. And as a consequence, actually our adventure helps in some ways progress environmental matters because of what we're doing.
That's true. Okay, another question that we're very curious to know is, what are the main risks you guys expect on your Arctic journey?
So with the planning that's going into place, we're mitigating majority of the risks. The kind of the risks that I would say are more likely to occur is going to be like banging your head, stubbing your toe. It's actually the smaller things that are more risky than the big things. Everyone watches and always goes to the negative. But yes, it will be windy. We'll have to battle some storms, I'm sure. The cold will be blistering cold sometimes of the day if we've got strong winds at the same time and a bit of spray from the sea. But yeah, it's actually the smaller things, you know, keeping yourself warm and little things like that are more to be mitigated than the rest. So yeah.
Yeah, it is the small things, isn't it? Okay, so how will your Arctic expedition help raise awareness about the ocean?
That's a great question. I think there are two elements to it. Number one, as we talked about, because it's an adventure and because we'll be actually going for a number of world records. So that draws the attention. Then secondly, we can then educate through what we see, the data we get, and share that data, and that kind of informs what's taking place about the environment in that part of the world. I think more importantly, as Andy's already said, we're on a rowing boat. We've got no engine, we've got no motor, so we're not emitting anything. We're containing all our rubbish, we keep that with us. So actually, a lot of the data we're getting is kind of unique because when you've got a scientific research vessel, and yes, they might have air monitoring equipment at one part of the boat away from the engines, but we've got no engine at all. So actually, the data we're getting is true and unique. I think it's also the way that nature interacts with us. The whales, the dolphins. So therefore, actually, when we're using sound monitoring equipment to listen to the whales, to listen to the dolphins, to see what's out there, to measure population growth, you know, we're able to get that without any interference from any noise. So overall, our adventure, our expedition helps not just in terms of collecting data, but also informing people at the same time.
I feel like that's really important, to be honest. And what advice would you have for adventurers aiming for a similar journey or for a similar challenge?
Planning and having the support. You know, there's 3 of us on the row, but there's a huge amount of people behind everything that's going on. You know, it's huge support from all over.
It takes a huge team.
Well, it's family as well. You know, you think you're leaving your family for a few weeks out at sea, and yeah, so your family, your friends, a lot of your network. So yeah, it's definitely not just a 2-man, 1-woman show. It's there's a lot that goes into it.
I think our expedition is reflective of the UAE, of the region, in terms of it's lots of nationalities coming together. You know, our satellite equipment's coming through a company called Range Global, who've been amazingly supportive over in America. You know, we've got a Schenker water maker, and because we have to desalinate all our own water from the ocean, we can't take enough water for the journey. And they're based out in Italy originally. So actually, this is a global effort, not just a local one.
True. And do you think, you know, okay, what are the qualities that are important for teamwork in remote places like the Arctic?
I think support, and you know, you've got to have a lot of trust in one another.
Yeah.
You know, there's no way you're going to do this just on your own. You know, we're gonna rely on each other. We're going to expect each other to put the same amount of energy and workload into it. You know, when we're at home training, we're expecting our teammates to also be training, and you know, so yeah, I'd say just looking out for one each other, and
it's mostly about trust and teamwork.
But also just openness. You know, we've got great dialogue on the group. If there's a challenge or a situation, you know, we're just very open and honest with each other, and we share that information. We just find a very quick way forward.
Okay, on to our last and final question. What future expeditions are you considering after the Arctic journey?
I don't know. The world is our oyster, right? We've got a rowing boat. There's a lot of water out there. There's a lot of amazing passages to row. So yeah, I don't know how much we can say without saying too much.
As much as you're comfortable.
Yeah. Okay. So there are certainly plans. I think we can go on record here and say that the next challenge is based off the coast within the Arabian Gulf, focused on female participants, because our teammate Orla, she's going to be the first female in the world in history to have rowed open Arctic waters. Yeah, it's a massive achievement.
That's incredibly impressive.
And you know, she's a tough cookie, she's a smart cookie, she's a wonderful teammate. And we're going to use that and the interest and awareness that's generated, because, you know, our kind of slogan on that behalf, where we champion gender equality, is that greatness knows no gender. And, you know, we're both fathers, we've both got daughters. And I think, you know, we want to make them proud as much as anything else. So actually, we can say there is a row in planning for the Arabian Gulf. I know I'm still being a little vague because we haven't publicly announced it. Perhaps said more than I should already. But I just think this is a real chance to inspire. It doesn't have to be about rowing. It just has to be about ordinary people doing the extraordinary and taking steps forward for yourself. You know, well, it's the beginning of the week. We've all been off for a few days. What joy is everyone having today? How they progress in their lives? How they move in the boundaries?
That's true. That's true. Honestly, thank you guys for the conversation today and letting us know what the Arctic entails and the journey that it entails. Thank you, Toby, and thank you, Andy, for coming today.
Thank you.
And that's all the time for we have today. Stay tuned. We're back tomorrow at 8:30.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.